So joining me now on Tip GA TV is Chairman of the Tipperary Football Committee, Conor O'Dwyer, and Eleanor Lahart, County Board Treasurer. Conor, I suppose we look forward to what's going to be another fantastic year, another fantastic club championship at football level. 2022 was, I think everybody would have to say, some fantastic games across all the different divisions and indeed, from senior down to junior and intermediate. I'm sure you're looking forward to the same again this year.
Yeah, indeed we are, Jonathan. We had a really good competitive football championship last year. Clonmel Commercials beating my own club in the final. And we're all looking forward to that starting, because leagues are all very well and challenging matches are all very well, but it's championship and county championship we look forward to. So yeah, across all grades, as you say, it's exciting times ahead and going to be very competitive, hopefully.
And Eleanor, obviously when there's games, there's admission fees and all that kind of thing. And maybe you might just run through the different charges and maybe some of the offers and that we have from Tipperary GA for our club championship games.
Yes, Jonathan, what's proving very popular at the moment is the club pass. So people can ring into Lorna Porca and they can buy this pass, and for a once-off charge it'll entitle them to entry to as many games as they want all across the season. So that's proved very well, and it's also very popular for people that maybe might have traditionally been used to be paying cash, because we're gone to card and sort of scanning tickets online now as well, so people don't have to worry about that anymore. The adult ticket cost this year is €12 for the adult, €8 for the old age pension, and €6 for the student. There will be weekend passes available that we've had before when we get further into the knockout stages of the game. And then for people that can't make it to the games, as we've heard tonight, there's the clubber option as well. So there's a host of ways people can be able to see the games over the coming season.
Conor, I suppose, from a football committee point of view, we're looking forward to obviously big crowds at our games, but for those who can get to the games, we now have our partnership with Clubber, and they're going to bring many matches across hurling and football to the diaspora overseas and of course at home, or whatever the case may be. I'm sure you're delighted that football as well is going to get lots and lots of exposure.
Yeah, I think, John, it's a brilliant initiative. I think it's one of the things we saw during COVID, the importance and the popularity of live streaming. And I think we've also seen as well that just because a game is live streamed doesn't mean there's a reduction in those who attend. It just means it opens up to a greater number of people. Obviously those living abroad, and we all have relations living abroad. We're playing a mid-final the weekend. I know there's people in New York and Fairfield that be, clued into or watching that. But also, I think there's people living at home maybe that traditionally don't go to the games, rather than in a position through ill health to go to games, and for them to watch it live, I think is absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, and also from the Tipperary Football Committee, on the lookout for a new under-17 football manager, and I know you've put the call out to the clubs there, so I'm sure you'll maybe just get that point across here as well on Tip GA TV.
Yeah, we are indeed. As I said, we've a deadline date of August the 7th. We've one or two expressions of interest already, so we're looking forward to sitting down with hopefully a number of different people and discussing that role. Obviously, as well as we're looking out for a replacement to take over from David Power. Big shoes to fill, given the success that David and his management team have had in recent years. So again, that process is ongoing, shall we say.
Great. And just to finish up, Eleanor, from your own point of view, I know you're newly in as treasurer this year. How are you getting on? How are you finding it? Are you being treated okay by your fellow officers?
Yes, I've been treated fabulously well by my fellow officers, and they've been a great help in my induction, and particularly Michael Parr and his handover to me, and Tim Floyd as well. So thank you very much to all of those. It's tough. The first year is tough because you're really trying to get to grips with everything. So once I get the full first year under my belt, it will hopefully be better plain sailing from here on out.
Well, I must say you're doing a fantastic job as it is anyway, Eleanor, so we look forward to working together for the next couple of years as well. And just to thank both of you again for joining us here on Tip GA TV, and we look forward to the championships.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thanks, Jonathan.